Hi everyone, welcome back to this new series. I'm just filming a general full moon class because it was requested from you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Just a little bit of explanation about the full moon, what it is. And so the full moon is all about letting go and really releasing any tension, anything that you've been feeling stuck with, anything that is actually like holding you back for going to where you want to go. You really need to let go to, like, for example, if you want to fly, you need to let go what's holding you back from going up. So yeah, that's what we're going to do during the practice, really letting go and just letting everything flow, choosing yourself tonight or this morning, whatever you're doing this practice. This is perfect actually to do in the morning and in the evening. The sun is really bright in my eyes, so I hope I'll be able to keep looking at you guys without tearing up. Anyway, we'll get started in Supta Baddha Konasana in reclined butterfly pose. So you can come on the mat, soles of the feet are touching, and bring the hands on the mat behind you and just roll gently back on your back. Hands are in receiving pose, lifting up towards sky, universe, whatever you believe in, God. We're just going to start with breathing in and out through the nose and sending love to the belly, to the heart. And just breathe. Take your time to come on the mat, to arrive. Feel that openness in the hips. During a full moon class, I always focus on hip openers because this is where we store the most emotions, and you should see the hips as a bowl full of water, and we need to move it to get water out of the bowl. So that's what we're going to do. We're opening the hips, so we're letting some water out. We're releasing any tension. So just breathe, feel your breath traveling up and down the spine, sinking in the mat. If you feel this is a lot for your hips, the opening up, place a block or something underneath the knees so you can lift them up a little bit, give them some extra love, extra support, like this. Whatever you need. Taking a moment to be silent and still in the practice before we start moving. Maybe you feel any tension somewhere in the body. Let's send some extra love towards that. And gently use the hands to bring the knees back together. The little counter pose, that's heel toe your feet out. Just let the knees fall to one another. Feel your hip sockets and also your outer hips coming back together. And now let's roll to the left or to the right, whatever feels comfortable for you right now. And then gently push yourself up. Use your hands to come slowly in Sukhasana or easy pose. Weather is beautiful today. I hope there be a little bit more cloudy because the sun is really bright in my eyes. So when we're here in our Sukhasana, take a few cat-cows, bring the hands on the knees, open up to the chest. Deep inhale as you brighten up, make space, and exhale, chin towards the chest. Nice. Inhale, open up. And exhale all the way back in, rounding the spine, feeling your belly contract all the way towards the spine. Inhale, open up. And exhale all the way back in. Nice, come all the way to stillness. Bring the hands over your head. Rise them all the way up. And exhale, hands come together at the heart center. Set an intention for this class, maybe something you want to let go of. Get it in your mind so we can let it go throughout the practice. We don't always need to let go of things, of people. We can also put an intention on letting go of a feeling, a certain feeling of maybe having to, wanting control over everything, or feeling sad or mad. A certain feeling, letting go of that. Let's inhale, bring the hands over your head. And exhale, hands together at the heart center. Open your eyes and let's do a little shoulder stretch here. Bring the right hand behind you and grab your left hand. Try to grab your hand. If you're not grabbing your hand, you can always use a strap here if you have that close by, just to grab onto. I'll just show it in the back what I'm going to do. So we're just doing a little shoulder stretch here. So if it's hard for you to maybe grab your hands, you can have a strap here and just grab it like this. Or you can just totally use a belt or a scarf, whatever. Opening up to the shoulders and then slowly going to switch sides here. Again, grabbing onto your whatever you're holding on to. Is it your hands? Is it your fingers? You see, I'm only just having my fingertips. This is genetical, people. Don't worry if you cannot grab your hands. Open your chest and then exhale, slowly release. Bring, if you're using any props, bring them to the side. And then come slowly standing. So bring the hands and the feet on the mat. And let's roll all the way slowly, vertebra by vertebra, up in our Tadasana, mountain pose. Very static. Use this mountain pose to ground, to center before we start moving. So Uddiyana Bandha, think navel to spine, tucking that all the way in. Facing the hands towards me or front of the mat, wherever you're standing. And just breathe here. Drop your shoulders. Let's take a deep inhale. Bring the hands over your head and exhale. Lead it down with your heart. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's start moving. Exhale, bring the hands on the mat, just the fingertips, and step your right leg all the way back. And straight away, let's come into our crescent lunge here. We're going to shift the right leg on the mat, so the right heel is on the mat, opening up into a warrior two. Hands are facing down towards the mat, opening up to that right hip. Inhale here, shift your weight forward, and exhale, peaceful warrior. Left hands over your head. Don't forget to keep the bend in the front leg. Inhale and exhale, windmill all the way back down. Hands come down onto the mat. Step it all the way back into a plank. We're just going to go through our upward facing dog here. So let's inhale, shift your weight forward, and exhale, straight away upward facing dog. Creating space at the heart. And exhale, downward dog. Nice. Going to switch sides. So let's bring the right foot forward, coming into our crescent lunge. Opening up. Hands are strong, and exhale. Pivot the left foot, so the left heel comes on the mat. Bring the arms, extend them all the way out. Keep the bend in your front knee. Warrior two. Inhale here and exhale, shift your weight forward. And as you exhale, bring your left hand on the back leg. Open up to the chest, peaceful warrior. Inhale here and exhale, windmill it all the way back down. Hands come on the mat, step your right foot back. Inhale here and straight away back into that upward facing dog. Keep your legs off the mat. And exhale, downward dog. Exploring your downward dog here. I know we're straight away into moving. That's why I said get into our center before we start moving. Look towards your thighs. And let's step or jump all the way forward, whatever you feel good right now. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale all the way back down. Fingertips are resting on the mat. Let's step our right leg back. Coming back into a crescent lunge. Bringing the hands all the way over your head. If you feel any tension in the lower back, just keep a little bit more bend in the back leg. And you can maybe start to straighten the back leg out. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale. Come back into warrior two. From a warrior two, going to an extended side angle pose. So bring the left hand on the mat. Right hand is extended right over the left hand. If this is too deep, you can just have the elbow resting on the front leg. Find your breath here. Extending through the right arm. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Windmill the hands back down. Bring your hands a little bit over your left foot. Deep inhale and exhale. Bring the right leg over and up. Use your face. Just gaze to something that's not moving. Maybe use a block here to support the left hand. And you can maybe find your way up into a half moon. Opening up through the hips. And also bringing the right hand over your left hand. Maybe you want to gaze down. If your hand is on the mat, that's totally fine. And exhale, windmill the right hand back down. Stepping it all the way back into a plank position. Inhale and back in that upward facing dog. Nice, opening in the chest. And exhale, downward dog. Ah, nice. Let's bring the right leg forward. Stepping it all the way in between your hands. Inhale here and exhale, crescent lunge. Nice. Find your breath and exhale, warrior two. Hands are parallel at the mat. Deepen your lunge here. So really go deep into the front knee. Inhale here. And exhale again. Extended side angle pose you can choose. If you want to have the forearm on the leg or on the mat. You can even use a block here for some extra support. Do whatever feels good. Everything I say is not like you have to do this. This is your choice. You choose what you do. Keep breathing. Find your stillness. Feel that openness in the hips. Inhale and exhale, bringing the left hand back on the mat. Right hand back on the mat. Bring the hands a little bit forward in front of your feet. Maybe shorten your stance a little bit. And again, find a non-moving point. Inhale here and exhale, shift your weight forward, come into that right leg, open that hip, bring your weight onto your right hand. Maybe you want to use a block, or maybe you're safe on the mat. And then open up through the left side. Open through that hip. Right leg is strong on the mat. Keep breathing here. If you stop breathing, you never stop breathing, but if you stop using the concentration on your breath, you will lose balance. Same as if we lose our breath, we just lose the yoga. Deep inhale and exhale, windmill your left hand back down if you haven't fallen out already. If you're just playing around here, that's also fine. Inhale here and exhale, stepping it all the way back and coming back into a crescent lunge here for now. Just taking a little bit more time here. Maybe widening your stance, dropping the shoulders back. Engaging the glutes. And exhale, let's come it all the way down. Bring the right hand back, right foot, sorry. And again here, inhale here, and straight away upward dog. Sinking the hips down, not touching the mat. And exhale, downward dog. And from here, let's step or jump closely, slowly, all the way towards your hands. Let's take a deep inhale here. Halfway. And exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Let's bring the right leg also up with us. And let's hug the right knee in. I'm just going to face towards you so you can see what we're doing. Hug that knee in. If you want to stay here, perfect, stay here. If you want to play with tree pose, let's grab onto the outer side of the inside of your right foot. Let's brace it on the inside of your left thigh. Place it as high as you can, or place it just above your ankle. Whatever feels good, wherever you are is fine. Remember, if you need a wall, grab it. Just do whatever feels good. You can have your hands on your hips or your hands in pray pose in front of you. Balance is also going to help us ground, find peace, and find the place where we need to let go. Find stillness in the pose. Open up through that right hip. So really, imagine that you're squished between two walls. Nothing is here. So your knee is not like this. Your knee is in line with your left leg. Again, here you can feel very static and bring the arms up. Nice, sun is coming through. And let's inhale here. Bring the hands over your head if you haven't already. Keep them here, drop the shoulders down. A lot of stability here. I'm just going to, change sides here. If your hands are over your head, take a deep inhale. Slowly let go of your foot and send it all the way back. We're going to transit into warrior three. Ooh, yes, very nice. Extend through the arms. Imagine somebody's pulling your toes and your fingertips out. Strong standing leg. Keep a little bend in your standing leg. One straight line from the tips of your fingers to the tip of your toes. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release. Bring the right hand, right foot back. Hands are placed on the mat. Step your left foot back and come into your downward facing dog. Oh, nice. We're going to go over to the other side. So let's jump or step slowly all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale all the way down. Let's inhale, come all the way up. Hands come over your head. And also again, bring that left leg up. Hug your left knee in. If you're good here, stay here. If this is good enough for you. Or this is where you're at today. Deep inhale. And let's exhale, come in tree pose. Again, here you can choose if you have your foot just above your ankle. Don't press too much if your foot is down there. If your foot is here, have that compression of the thigh pushing towards your foot. Really feel that connection. Again, here opening up. And again, here you can choose having the hands in front of the heart center. Really press the standing foot into the mat. Feel that grounding in the mat. Find your stillness, find your center. When you are in your center, when you have found it, when you, what am I saying? When you are in your center, take a deep inhale. Bring the arms over your head if you haven't already. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly release the foot and send it all the way back. Making it more challenging to change sides here. And then come in a warrior three. Keeping your spine straight in line with your back leg. So try to keep the left hip facing towards the mat. We're not opening up here. We're really trying to keep the hips square in line with the mat. Facing down. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Leg comes down, hands are in the mat. Step it back in downward facing dog. Ooh, nice. If you're still with me, beautiful. Let's bring the knees down onto the mat. Come into a wide-legged child pose. Bring the toes together. Hips are on our heels. And let's bring the forehead on the mat. Find your stillness. Slowly come back to your breath. Your next inhale, brush yourself up. Coming into a seated position. Going to bring the legs to the left or the right, whatever feels good. Just going to come and sit in a wide-legged position. So bringing the legs out wide as you can. Let's inhale here, straight back. And exhale, hinge from the hips down. And try to go as deep as you want. I cannot go very deep, but that's just me, I guess. Maybe you want to flex your feet, bring them in towards you. Use your exhales to really let go. Feel that opening in the hip. Feel that space you're creating here. Take one more deep inhale, and the next exhale, bring the hands slowly, come all the way back up in a seated position. Coming into staff pose, let's bring the legs together. Sitting all the way up straight, bring the hands a little bit behind you, so about 20 centimeters. And from here, let's press the heels in the mat. Inhale, and exhale, press with your heels into the mat. Maybe your toes are touching the mat. Coming into a reverse plank, let your head hang heavy. If this is too much, bend your knees, come in a tabletop, bring your feet in closer. Wherever you're at. Deep inhale and exhale slowly. Bring your bum back on the mat. And to end this beautiful practice, I know it's a short practice, but to end this practice, I want you to come back into Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the heels back together, touching. We're going to use a block or a bolster, whatever you want, whatever you have close by. Or if you just want to lay on the mat, it's perfectly fine. If you have them, place them in a T, so in a T position. So you can slowly roll over the blocks and have some extra opening in the chest and the heart. Whatever feels good. If the opening in the hips is too much, you can just straighten the legs. Let's keep breathing. Like I said before, find your stillness. Let's deepen your breath here. If you want to stay here for a little longer, pause the video. If you're with me, let's bend the knees, roll over to one side, slowly. If you're laying on something, slowly roll to one side. And then use your hands to press yourself up. Come all the way back, seated in Sukhasana, easy pose. Keep your eyes closed. We're going to take a few deep, deep breaths in. We're going to breathe in a lot of strength. We're going to exhale all the fear and all the old beliefs. So let's go on with me. Let's deep inhale. And even if you feel you're inhaled a lot, inhale that just a little bit more. And exhale out through the mouth. It all out. Let's inhale, deep, deep, deep inhale. And exhale, it out. One more deep inhale into the nose. Deepest breath you've ever taken all day. And exhale, it all out. Feel it falling off your shoulders. Bring hands together at the heart center as you feel more grounded and safe within yourself. And repeat after me. I let go of everything that doesn't serve me. I let go of everything that doesn't serve me. Believe what you say. I let go of everything that doesn't serve me. Namaste. Thanks again for joining me on this beautiful class. I hope you have a beautiful full moon, and yeah, take your journal on what you want to let go of, and yeah, I just wish you a very beautiful morning, day, or evening. Bye-bye.